record punt yards with Bjorkes? We have a solo for that?
Yeah, just do the training camp one and just punt.
There's a training camp for punting?
No, just do the training camp, pick a play, and punt.
Wes, that's a late ad, but that's a big one. How to do your Hispanic heritage dailies and what's a good one for this, that, and the other. 1,000 punting yards.
Yep. Yeah, you just punt, basically.
Just a quick fucking
just punt, baby.
Wow.
I think I did have a good one for sacks.
I have one too.
I think it was one of them, but a lot of times for the defense ones, I just go to the training camp, the second set of them, where you start on defense. That's just it's easier way to do that. For yards, obviously you do the same one, the pick a play and just throw a bomb, go out at the one. That way you can avoid the celebration nonsense. And then for rushing touchdowns, do the Legends Week 2, the Marquise Pouncey one.
Welcome back to the Madden Ultimate Team Experience. It is episode number 31. Post in the comments, famous 31s. I'm going Jason Sehorn. See what everybody comes up with. I'm joined with Retro Yimmy, the Animal 916, and Westman Y2K. Welcome back. A lot going on. We have a long list tonight. A lot to go over. And without further ado, Wes, I kick it over to you. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
Oh boy. Well, we got a new season. Big season pass, lots of rewards. I kind of want to go over what some of the good rewards in the season pass are. Well, I want you to go over because I don't know them. I just finished season pass in college. Well, I didn't finish it. I got to level 60. I think it goes to 61. I didn't have enough XP to get to the other one because I fucked around with Madden and Dynasty too long. But what are you guys' thoughts on the rewards for the season pass? Is it worth it? And what are you really looking forward to get your hands on from it?
I absolutely think it is. We went over this multiple times about are the season 2 players going to have all team chems. Yimmy and I both agreed like there's no way, and sure as shit they do. That makes it to where all of those players are usable and they're going to be usable for a very long time. If we don't say free, but if you buy the season pass, it's worth the effort. The first thing I got, I don't even know how I got it, was a card. It's either this number or an 88, and I pulled an 88 defensive tackle who just came out that week. It was really cool. But yeah, having all the team chemistries is awesome. I don't care who your team is, you're gonna find a weakness in your theme team or in your regular team. I would recommend people who don't like, even if you don't like to spend money in the game, it's worth that just to have those players on your team.
Yimmy?
Yeah, it's really off to a great start. I was not so lucky with the 85 plus pack. Mine was the 85 Rashawn Slater or something like that. But I can tell you, James Cook was definitely in that pack because everybody on Twitter that pulled it made sure to tag me and let me know about it.
Yes.
That was awesome. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. No, going back to what Swain said, yeah, it's always worth it to buy the premium pass. If you're no money spent or little money spent, I think it still counts. If you can still be no money spent as long as you're buying field pass things. A lot of great rewards coming from that. Save your season tickets to upgrade these players, buy the upgrade passes, and yeah, that Devontae Adams is probably one of the better ones that you're going to see out there. Everyone's going to be trading in their Jalen Hurts for Cam Wards now. Just a lot of good players that are available, and yeah, getting the all-team chems is always going to be a bonus.
Animal?
Yeah, echoing what you said, do not waste your season tickets on gambling packs. Do not do the reloaded packs. Don't do the boomer bust packs. Buy these upgrades for these players because they're all really, really good, especially for running theme teams. Even not on a theme team, they're really good. Devontae Adams, best receiver in the game. The Greenlaw is a really good outside linebacker. Mimbu's the best right tackle in the game. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how good these cards are. And I'm only at level 18, and I'm already able to get. I already have Devontae at 88, Mimbu at 88, and I have Greenlaw up to like 86 already. Like, they're all incredibly usable.
Level
when a
check,
Cowboys
Animal?
fan's telling you that a Niners player is good, you gotta pay attention.
Right. Exactly.
Let me get a level check from each one of you guys, starting with Animal, Yimmy, then Swain.
I'm at 18 right now.
19, just a
19?
smidge away from 20.
I
Be going wrong.
honestly don't know. I think I'm probably 17 or 18. I
Gotcha.
think I'm 8.
I'm sitting at 14. So they have other passes too that are below the season pass. Like right now, they have an unstoppable pass, and I'm not sure what else is up there. You guys, none of those offer season XP, so they're not gonna progress you in the season pass. Do you guys spend time on those where they'll give you tokens, or sometimes it's just coins? Do you put a concerted effort into maxing all of those out?
If you are only going to do one, do the weekly spotlight. Make sure you do it every single week, because you are able to 25 tokens. You can basically get any, like I just got a free Larry Allen from doing those weekly spotlight tokens, and they pump out tons of tokens just doing them. And it's usually they reset every week, and you have to do 3 sets. You have to do 3 challenges within the spotlight. And if you're not completing them each week, like I said, you have 8 hours. By this time, it'll be over. But I'm looking right now. I still have to do. I feel 3 more sacks, and I'm not. If I don't, I'm going to be missing out on a ton of the spotlight token XP. Which again, you're getting just constant fed these tokens that can go into a team of the year set. You can get a free team of the year card right now at 65. Or like Swain just said, he got James Cook for free. I got Larry Allen for free by using these tokens. So yeah, if you're not doing the weekly spotlight each week and maxing those out, you're doing it wrong.
Note to self: start doing those. Swain, do we have enough
Yes,
to
sir.
do now?
Yes and no. If you're a casual, you're in great shape. It's not overwhelming. Wes, I think you can find that you might get on an afternoon and do your dailies, your solos, your weekly spotlights, like Animal's just talking about. But for the 3 of us that grind our asses off, we're kind of like, come on, rank season, come on, new something. I found recently, and I've known this for a long time, but here just in the last, I didn't do my ranked all the time. I finally got champion. I actually went on a pretty good win streak. I was really happy about it. Prior to that, I heard these guys a couple weeks ago saying there's nothing for us to do. We're already doing the ranked. And honestly, when you get done with ranked and you don't want to play, arcade mode head-to-head seasons, where I hate when I'm out of XP earning. I wish that there was a way to earn XP at all times, and I know why they don't do it. It's because people will burn out. But I wish we would see a content setup like we have in baseball, where after you complete your XP level, there's still a chance to get free packs. Make them fucking B&D. I don't care. Something that says I can get on and play. And right now it's no XP. I can't earn this. All right, I'm gonna go play something else. And that's a bad thing. We have a lot of content and a lot of things going on, but there's not a lot to do in the game right now, even with a new season just dropping last week. Rank comes out, that'll give us some gameplay, but even then, I need more things to do to earn XP. I want to be rewarded for my time I'm playing.
I'm completely in that boat, and I kind of feel like I don't have that dog in me like y'all do for online. I've maxed out all the XP I can get right now. I know there's going to be more opportunities tomorrow, but it's either just, do things for tokens or try to do the head-to-head thing for the free players with 10 wins in a row, or solo challenges. And if I'm not earning XP, I just cannot be brought to do any of that shit. I just can't do it. Do a lot of people feel like that, or because you guys
honestly, it's to a point where if you're not earning XP, you want to earn coins. You want to get a good amount of coin rewards, or even Swain said gig pack rewards. The only thing after you're caught up with everything in the field pass, there is the season 2 event pass that's out there. That's for the CPU and head-to-head events that you can get. You can get coins every every level, and then there's also an 80 plus pack that's in there too. That's about it. Sometimes you can do those inadvertently, level up. Even if you don't go on a 10-game winning streak, you'll find yourself, even if you're winning 1 or 2 games here and there, it doesn't have to be consecutive, but you're going to be earning XP from that and still be able to get a little bit of coins from it and a couple cards from it. Again, not much, but it's something. But yeah, definitely agree. Other than that, there's head-to-head seasons, and that's all pro. And we all know we would rather take a thumbtack bubble bath than play all pro. Game, so yeah.
So then you mentioned events. What events are there right now that you would recommend people get into?
I would say right now, the only events that are out there is the the ones from the Unstoppable program. So you do have the max prize is winning 10 games in a row. But these the head-to-heads are a little bit different. There's no pass rush right now. Penalties turns the ball over, which is weird. But again, there's no offside, so like it's playable. I'll say that it's playable. You get 10 points for an offensive touchdown. On defense, you get 2 points for a sack. You get 4 points for an interception, and if the other team has points, you actually steal those points. So so if you score a touchdown off the rip and you go ahead and let another touchdown happen, but then you throw an interception, you'll actually lose points then, and that'll go towards your opponent. So some of the games can be a little bit quicker because it's all strategy game. You basically just have to do some quick math and figure out if there's a way for your opponent to actually win. And a lot of it is just chewing the clock and just moving on. Wins, losses happen here and there. They do allow you. Again, main objective is to get 10 wins. They do allow one loss now, as opposed to trying to go 10-0 or what was it, 7-0, 8-0. Even
I didn't know that. That's actually
so
huge.
you can actually lose one game now and still move on.
So it doesn't have to be 10 in a row. That's good. So I'll start with Animal on this. Do you guys enjoy when they change the rules like this? So you're playing game modes with these weird rules, like you lose points for an interception, or it's a turnover on what penalties. I think what they were doing, 5 down, 20-yard first downs. Do you guys enjoy that? Because I myself, like, I guess it's okay, but I find myself wanting to like just play actual football. But then I guess you have head-to-head or solos for that too. So
I personally like it. It makes it feel fresh. It makes it feel different. And if you ever can't remember the rules, Swain, who had early access, made an awesome video showing us how to do that. If you just push in the left stick, you could actually even on head-to-head with rules games, it'll
tell you all that. That's
the
nice.
points, how to score points and stuff. So that's really, really helpful. I like it because it does break up the monotony. It's not it's head-to-head, but it feels slightly different. And you get a different player pool than the head-to-head sweaty guys. So
breaking up for you guys.
Just have the just having the different rules, it changes things up. Sometimes it takes you a game or two to figure out what the rules are and how to actually, I don't want to say exploit it, but make it work to your advantage. But yeah, you definitely can just find ways to win and just go from there.
What about you, Swin? You enjoy that the rule change?
I do, and I think that when adjustments need to be made, just make them. I saw that people were complaining about some things, and then they updated it, and I think that they should. I think it's a good move.
Yeah, you're talking about allowing you to have a loss.
Yeah, and also I feel like 10 wins in a row is quite an ask. I really, really do. I don't feel like the general public is going to be able to accomplish that. And while I wish that I could just get on and do it, and we'll cover this later, because the last thing I talked about is the experience I had in Madden this weekend and the experience that Yemi had, unfortunately. But to me, it's like, I've heard people bitch that like, oh, I have to get 50 wins in this game mode to get this player, and they bitch and moan about how long it takes. But at least you can get it no matter what, as compared to you have to win 10 in a row. And if anybody out there, I had 2 best friends of mine who I love dearly, Yemi being one of them, spend their weekend trying to do that, and they both lost their week or their 10-win game. And that sucks, dude. That makes you not want to play the game for a very, very long time. So I don't know what the balance is. I think 50 wins is fucking unheard of, and nobody has time for that. But 10 wins in a row, there's got to be some difference in there, some change they could make to where it's beneficial for everyone. But I know maybe that is that we can buy Matt Milano with coins instead of having to earn them. But I don't know. I do like the updated change. I saw that it was really bad, and then they did make those minor updates, and I do like that.
What do you think about, like, if in the CPU version of it you're able to get that Matt Milano, it's just B&D? I think that'd be a fun equalizer for people.
Beautiful. Fucking
They
beautiful.
did that. I want to say it was Madden 24. During the
Perfect.
Zero Chill program, there was an Ezekiel Elliott that you could actually earn through the CPU mode. That
Perfect.
it was a B&D. I don't think it was as good as the main card that you got from the head-to-head, but still, you were able to earn a version of that card. And
Yeah.
well, if you wanted the bigger version, then you can just go out and buy it instead of playing the head-to-head mode. So yeah, something like that was definitely
You know,
it,
or sorry, Yemi, or win 10 in a row to get Matt Milano, or win 30 games. 50's crazy, but like just for an example, like 25 is maybe more realistic. If you don't win 10 in a row, great. But if you do win 25, you can still go for that second run without getting it. But I hate for it not to be available for everyone. Sorry to interrupt. I just
No.
spit that out.
no, that's okay.
Correct
I
me if
can
I'm wrong, though. Just to clarify for everybody, because I don't even know. I think I know, but there's a different. There's two different events: the head-to-head event and the CPU event, and they offer two separate players, right?
Yes.
And it's pretty much the same rules, though. You got to win 10 games out of.
You do, but it's different rules actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So in the CPU one, each game so the objective there is to just have to have the lead at some point. But the first game you start down by 20, the next game you start down by 30, and then 40, 45, and on and on and on. And I got to say they did update it. I don't know what they updated in it, but I don't think it's any easier. I actually lost a game 4 yesterday. I'm like, this is stupid. You know, it was like a crazy egg catch, and then the next drive, none of my players could tackle their running back. He just like ran right into the end zone. I'm just like, what am I playing right now? So I'm like, and what is it even worth it? And actually,
what?
so
What is the card you get for this hell?
so you get an 85 Josh Jacobs, but he's only an 85, but then you can use those upgrade tokens that you get through the field pass and other things to upgrade him to. I believe it is an 88, and it is a B&D card. Here's the thing though, you don't get it on your first 10-0 run. You have to do it on your second run. So
That's stupid.
I'll just
you
buy
know,
a fucking
I got to be
card.
honest. At first, being a Bills fan, I was mad that I'm like, oh, here's all these guys that can get a free Josh Jacobs. This is crazy. I got to win 10 in a row in head-to-head to get a Matt Milano. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, shit, at least I can buy Matt Milano.
Yeah, exactly.
Did.
That's
But
crazy.
also to sidetrack, when Swain said that yes, losing your game 10 is demoralizing. You don't want to play the game for at least another couple of hours, because I did the next morning, and I actually did get to my 10 wins in a row. So
Gotcha.
we did it.
Anything we want to cover on events before we move on? Swain?
No.
I think we pretty much got everything. But one thing I will add, and sorry if we, like I said, I could talk about this thing forever. But I know they did this last year for a head-to-head, and I think they tried a little bit of it earlier in the year to try to get the main prizes. You didn't have to win 10 in a row. You did have to win 5 in a row, and I think it was like 5 times to get some kind of max prize. The reward system was a little bit better last year, setting up for it, than it is this year. And I think that's the main concern is, a lot of like the heavy grinders, borderline MCS or even MCS, like they're like, oh, win 10 games in a row, I can do that in my sleep. And they probably can. So they enjoy the rewards that come from. So when they have to like break it down a little bit further, those are the guys that are going to upset at, us low level schnooks that can't win 10 games in a row consistently. Sorry, that is still a lot to ask. I don't care how good they are. That's a lot to ask. So yeah, even if they did cut it down to like, you have to go 5-0, like 4 or 5 times, you get this max prize. Like, I think that would be better than trying to win, 10 in a row for max prize.
Right. So
Make the first one B&D, and then anything after that's auctionable.
Sure, something like that.
Gotcha. So there was a big patch came through. Patched a lot of glitches, couple of bugs, or did they? Yumi, I think you wanted to talk about that, so I'm gonna start with you first. What did this patch actually do?
It just made the quiet the crowd glitch into something else. Apparently I don't know what it is. The secret hasn't been released yet, thank goodness. But apparently there is something that can be done that you can still glitch that wheel route. They did tone down the air trucking thing, which was a good move. Other than that, I don't know what they really patched. I think the Texas 4-man stun out of nickel wide did get nerfed a little bit. It seemed like some of the blitzes are Your guards are picking up different players, and then it's just letting somebody else go at this point. So they improved some of the offensive line blocking logic on it, but not all of it. And egg catches are still very much a thing. I cannot wait for this T. Higgins card to just be like gone forever. I'm so sick of seeing it out there. Basically, egg catches everything. It's a little ridiculous. And I don't know about you guys, but maybe I just stink at this game, but I don't think zone coverage works anymore still. I don't think it's as good. But who knows? It could be we're getting better receivers and I just have a lousy team. I don't know what, um if they're leaning more towards like having like man coverage being better than zone coverage in this game. But struggle busting a little bit on defense, and from what I'm hearing, a lot of people are too. So
The only
I don't
other
know
thing
what
I
they
can
really
think
got.
of, the only other thing I can think of that they added that was important was, I guess, the base blocking option, where you can set it to come out in base blocking all the time and then change it
Yeah,
from there.
yep. Base
But
blocking, empty block. And there was some. I don't know if there was a third one for offensive line, but yeah, I think it was either default base or empty.
yeah, yeah.
You could block for. Yeah.
What about you, Animal? You got any thoughts on the patch?
Defense somehow got worse. Pass rush got significantly worse. It's almost impossible to get pressure on the quarterback. I've seen less drop picks, which is nice, but I'm still getting agged. Even though there's 3 defenders around, I thought the interaction was supposed to be improved. It doesn't seem to be. So that's kind of disheartening. Every game just seems like if you can get 1 turnover, you're gonna win the game. Every game's a shootout. There's no defense to be seen anywhere, which I know frustrates Swain, a guy like me and Swain. And the word we that's our favorite part is playing defense and getting those lurks and those ags, and it's just we're not getting rewarded at all right now. It's a little disheartening because that was supposed to be part of the big patch, and it got worse. So
Don't you know you just need to click my link and download my ebook? Swain, what about you, man?
Yeah, I didn't notice much difference. I was almost bullied by Kookie to finish and get champion, and Yimmy didn't help either. To get that done. I was excited. I had Joey Bosa and I had Von Miller. I had 2 really high-end cards for the Bills team with everything you could possibly imagine to make them absolutely incredible, and I don't remember getting a sack all weekend.
Mm-mm.
I put abilities,
You
I put
said
edge
last week
rusher,
it was going to be rough for whoever was facing you too.
they didn't matter.
Thought
It
it
did not
was.
matter. I played some people that had tall receivers and I had short corners, and they ag caught me like crazy. I don't think the patch did much of anything, if at all. I know there's definitely some fixes to it, but yeah, I couldn't play defense at all this weekend. It was just like Animal said, you're trying to get 1 turnover, and then that's the case. But I feel like I have more success with people throwing 1-on-1. God forbid, if you call the right defense in a zone coverage or even a cover 2 man or anything close to the sort, and there's 2 or more defenders in that area, you're not going to pick the ball off. But my God, throw a Stevie to a 1-on-1 and you'll get it. It was very frustrating. I think they did a little bit of patching, but no, very, very hardly noticeable at all.
Okay, I'll pause there and just you had said that you wanted to talk about what the offline player experience was like. So if you just want to roll
Yes.
into that, just go for it.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to bring up was, how the offline experience has been for people. I've played a lot of offline as well as online. I've been putting some serious hours into this game and having a good time with it. But aside from the worry of not having enough to do, I know you mentioned, Wes, doing your solos. The solos have been smooth. I don't feel like I've had to really worry about doing some of the solo challenges very much. And in years past, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to spend 3 hours running through this. They're going quick. They're going fast. So I was just curious, and I can start with you, Wes. You guys can work your way around of how the offline experience has been going for you.
So solo challenge wise, I've got a lot to do, and I think that I focused more on filling out my season pass last season and less on doing those because some of the stuff didn't count. In doing your solos, it had to be head to head or versus CPU solo seasons or whatever. So I spent a lot of time doing that and a lot less time doing solo challenges. So they've backed up. Plus the fact that the college solo challenges have been so ridiculously hard that I just kind of assumed that
Dude,
these
they're
were going to be
insane.
that way too. So I just didn't
They're
even, I
insane.
haven't bothered with a lot of them. I probably got 4 or 5 hours of solos that I can do easily still that I haven't started yet. So other than that, I've been able to do everything that I want to do without going online. I still want to go online sometimes, but then I hear about these theme teams and these glitches and these freaking extra boosts and everybody got, and I'm just like, why? You know? So that's my experience with it. But I'm definitely going to jump
quick
in.
thing I will say on top of that, Wes, is people. There is some metas, there's some plays, there's some things going on in this game, but when I think of meta, I think of playing as somebody that comes out in the same formation, the same play every time. I will say, of all the Maddens in the last 4 to 5 years, people are running different stuff. I'm not seeing the same run play every time, the same pass play, the same corner routes all the way down the field. You're getting a good variety, and I think offensively, people do have the variety to be able to kind of run whatever you want on offense. But it's the defense where we're all scrambling to find what can actually work on defense. And I've had plenty of times this weekend where I think I played like 12 games or something like that, but I was scrambling, and then as soon as I switched to a different defense, I was getting a pick. Defense isn't playing the way it's supposed to, but it is nice to see a variety right now. I'm seeing a lot of variety offense and defense, no matter who I'm playing, which is kind of nice.
Well, I think I need to dabble. I need to dip my toes in. And you guys
Play the
think
event.
ranked is
Play
the
the
way to
event.
go?
Well,
just play the
ranked
event?
is definitely the way to go because it's you get good rewards, but you got about a week to get there, Wes. So that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time.
So if I've never played ranked before, what's a reasonable like level to get to?
I want to go first. I think you should play your 5 games and quit them. Quit them out. Get into a game, quit. Get into a game, quit. Do that 5 times.
Drop
it's going to put you in a shitty rank,
yeah.
and then you're going to go in and then just start playing. The way it's set up, you don't necessarily have to be great at the game by any means. You just have to win, and there's a math on it, and I didn't take the time to figure it out. But I feel like a win is equivalent to like 3 or 4 losses. You guys agree with that?
Something like that.
So
yeah.
you can go. What I'm getting at, Wes, is you can go 50 and 50 and get the rewards we're getting. You don't have to be 50 and 10 or 45 and 20. Like you can literally be 50 and 50 as long as you're playing and you are winning some games. You can go for 4-game losing streak and still win your next game and be right back on track.
What's the ranking system though? I know Yimmy got champion the other day.
As easy as I go to your friends. So Animal, I can brag a little bit.
I mean, if you want to do that, I was just showing it like this because you look at my record. I'm 30 and 13. Here's everybody else that's right along there with me. 30 and 22. There's 29, 26, 46 and 50, 23 and 6. Like it's a little all over the place. So as long as you like get your wins, you can lose a few games here and there and still be okay.
It is. I watched Kookie get into. I'll tell you this: with the way the format of Madden is right now, if you get into a game and you're down 7-0 or even 14-0 and you want to quit, you may stay in a little bit. You may stay to that second half. The game kind of has a little bit of momentum shift on it. It really does. Me personally, if you celebrate on me, you better fucking lock the fuck in because I'll give you my best game. We're gonna fucking play, but don't get discouraged. The biggest thing is just remember what Animal said. Do not turn the ball over. And if you do, it's okay. But honestly, a lot of these games you're going to find you're losing is because of how you played, not because of how your opponent is playing. It's more on the offensive side of it. But just plan on giving up points. Plan on giving up touchdowns. Plan on losing. You're going to lose games no matter who you match up with. But it's just a matter of how many wins can you get in such a short time. You'd be amazed, Wes. You may spend a couple hours playing and you may end up being in even elite status before you know it. It does go a lot faster than people realize. And if you're down 14 points and your opponent seems to be just on a different level, quit and get into a new one.
That's what I did. Basically, I anytime I played somebody I could tell was significantly better than me, I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just out.
Yep.
That's why I took 20 some odd losses, including the 5 to start.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'll just if they're flipping bunch and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this. I don't waste 45 minutes. Just you lose like 20 CP. and then if you get a win, you get like 90 or 100. So
Yeah.
it just
I will say with my record too, like I actually did play the first 5 games. I went 4-1. So record of 30-13. Technically, it's 26-12 record. Instead of because yeah.
What
Like
did
honestly,
what
like
did it put you at for winning the 5? Because
I really
I
want to say it
lost.
put me at either bronze 3 or silver 1 right off the
Okay.
rip.
I
Bronze 3
think I
sounds
quit
about more
all
right, but
I think I quit all 5, and I think I was in bronze 1, and after like 2
yeah,
wins, I was already in middle of silver.
exactly. Yep.
So it's not worth your time. Personally, I believe there's 3 people to say their piece on this. I don't think it's worth the time or effort to win those games. Get in those 5, quit. You'll be matching with the shittiest of shitty people and probably bots realistically, and you'll move right up the ranks quickly. But go ahead and give me your spiel on that, guys.
No, like you guys
Yeah,
said, if you're
yeah.
if it's a sweaty matchup, like you don't waste your time. Just get out.
No, I'm saying the qualifying games, like the first
Right.
5 that you actually play.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters for anything.
I
Bragging
don't see
rights.
that.
I don't even think it counts for like overall record. Honestly, it might, but
It does. It does
I
count.
don't think.
It
Oh,
counts
okay, it
for
does.
win-loss.
So,
It does count for
right.
your win-loss. Yeah.
But yeah, like it, like you even said, you play quit out of all your games. You play at bronze 1, you win 2 games, you're already at silver 1 or bronze 3.
Yep.
Close enough or whatever. You get like such a jump. I think Animal actually did the science on
Yeah. I
the
was good.
beginning of the season. He
I
quit
did.
out all his games, and he's like, "Look, 3 wins, I'm already at silver 3 or silver
Yeah.
2, something like
Yeah.
that." It was
It just made no
Wow.
sense to play him. It made no sense to play him.
All right,
There it
I'm going to
is.
give myself homework. I'm going to start tonight, and I am going to quit the 5 games, and I will report back next week, see where I get.
Sounds good.
Also want to say we kind of circled out away from what we were wanting to talk about, or what I was wanting to talk about. But Adam agreed with me on those college football solos. I saw him.
Oh my god, dude! Because I got all the way up to like level 45.
The tower.
I didn't touch the tower. But even like the story of the week ones, it's like score like 3 touchdowns in the quarter, and the computer's playing on like fucking steroids.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, holy shit, these are really fucking.
Or all the ones where they're like, throw a lob pass and get a sack in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You can throw 50 lob passes and none of them count as lob passes.
Oh, it was. I couldn't believe how difficult the challenge was. Like I said, specifically the story of the week ones.
So you don't think Madden is bad?
No. The solos in Madden are pretty simple.
I'll knock those out.
They make it pretty simple.
a lot of one possession and you're done.
Oh, wow.
I think some of the rivalry ones that came out today, you do need like to get like 2 touchdowns or so many things like that. But it's not like where you have to get like 200 yards or anything like that. There was one solo. I want to say it was in the Hispanic Heritage Month one, where you did have to throw 2 lob passes. So
there is, that
darkness, my
yeah.
old friend. I think it was like 3 tries, and I actually did get it. So you just gotta.
You literally just your finger has to freaking glance the button. Yeah.
Right. Just go.
You have to think about pressing the button. That's about as hard as you could press it to throw a lob pass.
Right. Yep. So not as bad as college. Even a couple weeks ago, I actually did say, I'm like, you know what? I got some time on a Saturday. Let me hop into college. And I think I did like 10 solos, and I'm like, I'm done with college. Like they were just asinine. Like I'm like, no, I just don't want to deal with this. No, I'm good. Thank you though.
Crazy.
Magic. So Animal's got some gripes. So I got a couple of topics. I'm going to start with him and just we'll circle around, go Yimmy Swain, and then I'll go to the next topic with Animal. Animal.
Yeah.
You got a problem with the ratings, the player ratings and the skills this year.
Yeah, so Roy McCracken's a big tinfoil hat, right? Ratings don't matter, stats don't matter. You use the free, cheapest players, and they're going to be the, Vellum Jones is the best running back. He's a 78 overall. So we were in my stream the other day, and I had all these brand new cards, all the new cards that came out, and they weren't playing worth their shit. And Roy's like, just use Parham instead of the new Brock Bowers or whatever tight end I was using. I was using the McBride, the Trey McBride card. So I put Parham in, who's like 9 Excel slower, 4 speed slower, worse stats in a bunch of different categories. The only stats that matter are height and speed, and that's why that Thornton card in the beginning of the year was used in the MCS by all the pros. It's still that way. The Parham card outplayed McBride, outplayed the Ingram card. Ingram was 380, Parham's 80K. You're better off having a player that's taller with speed than anything. Yeah, it's just the ratings just don't matter. You can use these lower overall cards like that Dre Greenlaw. He's one of the season pass cards. Terrible stats. He plays lights out. He plays better than 89 linebackers that cost 1 point. He plays way better than that Zach Bond card that I had for the game time Zach Bond. That was like 1.2 million. You can get that card for free, and he's stat wise, he's way worse. He just plays better. It's weird. You got to just try out cards. Like you can't trust the ratings on cards.
Maybe that's why there's so many packs in the store that cost 300,000 coins and you get shit out of them. Maybe those players are really good after all.
Yeah, you just try them out. Roy's a big tinfoil hat guy. I'm starting to believe it because I'm trying out all these cards at a low overall when I'm having a player that's not playing well, and it's like your Bishop card. I mean, a Bishop card, he's not a high overall. He played pretty goddamn well for you.
For a 76 overall or 74 overall, excuse me. Yeah. He just had I think he's like 6'2", 85 speed. I had him up to. It was my favorite card on defense in the month of August. Very much so.
It's just don't be afraid to use cards because it's not a 1.2 million coin card, or it doesn't have the stats. It's got low pass finesse or whatever. Try it. You'd be surprised at how some of these cards just really work just based on their physical stats alone.
So based on what you said, Yimmy, you're buying into this speed and height thing?
A little bit, yeah. There's some other stats in there that do matter a little bit. But yeah, height and speed are definitely like two big ones right now that still factor into a lot of the way your players play. I even said that Patrick Surtain card, you were really just paying for the chems on that one, crystal and everything like that. I don't think that card is all that great. I'm using him right now because many options out there for corner for my theme team right now, so I'm still using him. But no, he is not very noticeable.
Personal experience, Patrick Surtain been on the team for a while. Captain Aqib Talib's been on the team for a while. Talib rules my defense. Surtain is like invisible.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, Swain, thoughts?
I really do think that there's something to be said with the height and speed stuff. Like there's no doubt in our minds. Like we've played this game long enough to know the difference. We've all been caught by taller receivers in the corners and stuff like that. But my dad used to talk about fishing and how he at some point in his life stopped using what was new and started going to stuff that was popular when he was in his 20s and 30s, stuff you couldn't find anymore. And I feel like with fishing, like, yes, all lures have their own benefit and they all work certain ways. But if all of us were going fishing today and I was like, hey, I got this brand new lure and you guys had never seen it, you're like, holy crap, that's going to be the one we want to use today, rather than the fucking traditional 4-inch camo worm, right? That we've seen all of our life. You're like, you know what? I want to try this new one. I feel like Madden is kind of the same way, where new things come out and new people for our theme team and new items, this, that, and the other. I think somewhat a lot of it is based on how it makes us feel, our comfort level, our confidence level. But the other thing my dad used to say is you can't argue with success. And if a card is playing outside of its realm, it's playing outside of its realm. You start talking about Eric Dickerson card, or you start talking about Parham's tight end card. What was that, 4 years ago, 4 years ago? Holy shit. It does not matter what the stats say. There are certain items in this game, it does not matter what the stats say. And you just have to you personally just have to get a feel. Yemi and I are a great example. We're both diehard Bills fans. There'll come times where I didn't like free safety.
Cole Bishop.
You just said it. Cole Bishop did not play well for me, but I've seen him play well for Yemi. Reggie Bush is an absolute must-have on my team. I didn't feel like he was, and I went without him for a little bit. Now, Yemi doesn't know this. He's finding out, flashing news. James Cook plays just as good in that position. But for me, my team, James Cook's going to play totally different than he will on Yemi's team. But there are some statistics on the game that it's not going to matter. If they come out with a player for Yimmy and I's team tomorrow that starts with stock 90 speed, we're immediately like, oh, he's the fastest card in the game. Depending on how we both play, he may not actually be good on our team. But if Yimmy and I get a I don't know, 6'5" receiver. I can't even think of one, but some random guy that played for the Bills is 6'5". Now I'm like, ooh, a tall receiver. Personally, I think height is better than speed right now.
Agreed.
I've played against people who had really, really shitty corners, and I've seen them absolutely torch my receivers and lock them down because they're taller than the receivers I have. Stephon Diggs is not on my team right now. Prime example. I hope that if we do get a new patch and a new meta flip, that completely changes that. If you think height doesn't matter, go look at the fucking price of Megatron right now and let me know.
Right.
It matters.
So since we're talking Pat Surtain, he was part of the Crystal program. Let's just roll that into there are new Crystal cards coming. And I need thoughts on this. Most of all, I need education. I need to know exactly what these cards are going to do for me, why I shouldn't get them, why I should. I don't think I should. Like how exactly the boost system within these cards work and who they boost on your team. So if somebody can just jump in and tackle that.
The quick explanation: we got Barkley, Parsons, and Surtain. We got offense and 2 defensive players. They boosted a variety, but the biggest thing was speed. But offense and defense. This next one that's coming out is all 3 offensive players, and it's boosting
there's
all.
1 defense and 2 offense.
Who's the defensive player?
Fred Warner. It's Fred
Warner. That's right.
The limited is Jahmyr Gibbs and
I could
Nico
be
Collins.
wrong, but I feel like their boosts were just offensive boosts. It was weird. So there was something weird there where I was like,
spin moves and
there is, yeah.
It
So
was-
I think the biggest draw for these ones is Excel is going to be the big boost. You know, instead of speed for these ones.
it's boosting everyone on your team, but I feel like it was, and it could change, but it seemed like it was really based on offense, which tells me the next one's going to be based on defense. Probably 2 defensive players and 1 offense. I don't think that this has the hype and the impact that the current players that we have for Crystals does because of the speed. Because as we know, people love speed. I think when it comes to these step packs, I begged and pleaded everybody on the last one. I got Yimmy involved. Poor Animal just missed the boat. Those items are still on our team and they're not going anywhere. I think Barkley's still 1.2 million and he's fucking 85 overall. I don't think those items are going anywhere on our team for a very long time. This next one coming out, I don't think it has that same feel to it. The idea of Fred Warner sounds good, but it's like, I don't know. Let's see where it's at. If I were to tell you to do anything with it, Wes, I would. If you are going to buy it, it wouldn't be to add to your team. It would be if you can buy this for $250, $300 and make 5. What did we make? I made 7 million on mine last time. If I would have sold everybody,
if I would have sold everybody, it would have been 5 million. Yeah,
incredible value for that amount of money. I think we were trying to do the math before this stream started. Yimmy, you bought the Amari Cooper over the weekend. It was just about 200 or a little bit less.
180 ish.
And how much did we figure out? We did the math on it.
Oh, I actually made 4 million coins on it after tax. So
that's incredible.
Cooper sold for 2.1, and then all the other cards selling after tax. I had a couple nice pulls. You know, I think I pulled the Travis Hunter, and then the Tomlinson was new, and also Justin Jefferson. Those were each 400 plus.
You did a lot better on this one.
All the other cards that you
one.
made from those. Yeah, I did a lot better on this one than I did. So yeah, it was 4 million after tax. So yeah, did very good on it. So again,
that would be my advice.
Spending money is always tough to do, but for something like that, it was very much worth it. I made 4 million coins off of that pack. Didn't keep Cooper, sold him.
Yeah, he was.
I think he's a little bit cheaper now,
he
and even
really
Animal tried him out. So
he was really bad. I mean, he had 85 basic sell.
Bad.
The only reason he's good is because he gets all team chems. That's the only thing. The only reason, and he's the only card with route tech at the moment. But I wouldn't sleep on these new Crystal players. Nico Collins, tall receiver. And that Nico Collins that we all got to start at the start of the year, he was pretty goddamn dominant. That 82 Nico Collins, He's 6'4". He's 6'4", and if he gets all team chems, a 6'4" wide receiver on all team chems at 88 overall, he'll be 90, 91 on these teams, especially with all the boosts. That's going to be a really good card.
Will you drop 4 million or will you drop 4 million or $250 to get him on your team?
All three of them, especially because you're getting +1 stiff arm, spin move, juke move, acceleration. Yeah, they're very offensive. Trucking, stiff arm. Yeah, I probably would. It depends. Again,
Let's do a bundle. Let's do it.
I just gotta say, I got
So
concert
I will
season
say-
is over, but My Chemical Romance just announced a new tour. I got a plan for next year. There's no way I'm buying a $250 fucking pack again.
Fair. Very fair. I will say this though, if it follows the same trend that it did with the last time the Crystals players came out, obviously if you buy them off the rip, I would recommend selling everything. And if you intend on keeping them, there was a drop in prices shortly after the Crystal players came out for 85s. So the Barkley went down in price, and so did the Micah Parsons. But then not too long after that, we got Redux packs on that. So what happened, that Patrick Surtain went way down in price because there's now a Redux out there. And what happened to the Barkley and Parsons, they actually went back up because everybody's now going to get those players because Surtain's a little bit cheaper. So if I'm going to do it on this one, I might buy the non-LTDs at like a week or two later when they're like down to maybe like half price or closer to what they should be for the level of card they are, and then wait for the reduxes to come out and go shop for the limited. If I'm going to do it, I think that's my plan. I say it right. I'm saying that's my plan right now, but
yeah,
who knows?
I'll probably play the long game with that. I can't just jump in.
Right.
And I don't think I need, like, for my team and the amount that I play online, especially, I don't think I need to. So,
Animal, what were you going to say about that?
I actually had somebody reach out to me, someone that I know watches this show frequently, and football 240-85123.
Hell yeah.
Awesome guy, always asking about the new episodes. He said, with the new Crystal players, do we think the old ones lose their chemistry? I'm scared to buy the old ones.
Absolutely not.
I don't.
Absolutely not. If they do, I'm gonna fucking riot. I spent $300 fucking dollars on those goddamn cards. I will riot in the fucking street.
There will be blood. You're not gonna just take away speed from the theme teams.
No, I don't think they have anything. Again, I said it already. I'll say it again tonight. I think that one was everyone. I think this one's more offensively, and I think the next one will be more defensively. I think that's what we're getting on the next set of crystals, is what I think is going to happen. My biggest thing with this is I had a dilemma years ago. I was running a Seahawks theme team. It was really fun, actually. Probably one of top 3, if not my favorite MUT item all time, was a Richard Sherman Team of the Week limited cornerback, and I paid like 1.8 million coins for him. And shortly after that, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8. And that year, that was unheard of. He was that good. He was a big, tall, strong corner. You did not throw his way, and I won multiple games because of him being on the field. He was one of those rare, like, oh my God, just items in the game. The dilemma that I had was, when do I sell him? Because I genuinely don't want to. He's better than everyone else on the field, and I feel like I'm at a huge disadvantage getting rid of him. Spoiler alert, I never sold him, and I feel like I never did lose coins on him. He even played better than some of the players that came out after him that had higher stats. He was just really fucking good. And shout out to my man Belly Ball. Belly Ball was like, "Don't you dare sell him, Swain. He's so good." The items that are out right now, I'm going on vacation this weekend. I was just talking to Yemi about this morning at Dark 30. When do I sell these crystals? Do I sell these crystals now before I go to town? Are we going to get new crystal offers for the ones that are currently out already? I have been out. I don't think so. But if they do, like, shame. If Barkley and Parsons are in this next stat pack for these new crystals, I'm going to be really fucking upset because they're going to go next to nothing. And I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. I can sell them right now. I looked just before we went live. I could make 3 million plus on those 3 items that give me basically +1 speed. What do you guys think? Do they go up? Do we see them in the next packs, the next crystal packs? Do you think it's all It's tough. It's just like Sherman. It's the toughest decision I've had to make
I
on
don't
my.
know if they're going to be in the next packs. I would really hope not because they're projected to be like 88 and 90 overalls. So if you're buying Crystal Step Up packs and they're in 80 and it's an 85 plus, I don't know
People
about
would
that.
be
So
pissed.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's really the move. I don't think they're going to really fluctuate in price. And I don't think that they're going to blend in with these crystal players that are coming out. It's not going to where you need like 6 to get like some kind of mega boost out of all of them. That would be the only way that they would actually go up in price, but I don't see that happening. It looks like it's just you're just going to need those 3 cards to max out the 3 new ones.
Gotcha. So when are these cards coming out?
We don't know.
TBD, actually. Yeah,
we-
nothing
Imminent.
nothing set in stone yet.
It's not on this week's schedule, so not
Well,
this week.
well,
Soon,
speaking
yeah,
of the
soon.
schedule, Animal, you had some things to say about the freaking content schedule so far this year.
It's crazy. It's I mean, they're really blowing it out to start the year. I'm very impressed. And again, we're still getting dates on all the program, like when things are dropping, which is really, really helpful for people that do content creation and plan around it. When it drops on time, there's been a couple that have dropped like an hour later, half hour later, but there's just been there's so many different programs. And my only gripe is the boost that you get only lasting a week or two, like the game time having a speed boost. So you invest all the stuff and time into building this perfect 20, 30 game time with your theme team. And then they didn't, at least I didn't see them mention that the speed was going to drop off. It's the only thing that dropped off was speed. And that's really the only reason you do these theme teams. So the Unstoppables, there's a speed component that you get, probably going to drop off as soon as the next promo comes out, which is it's a real bummer.
I mean, they're literally taking bonus stats away.
Yes. Only one. It's only speed. Literally only speed.
It's only speed.
And they announce it. They advertise it. You know it's coming.
Okay.
News to me. I don't pay as much attention as you guys.
It does say right on there. This boost will be reduced in power on 9/18. That's on the game time card. So I'm guessing. I think it's October 2nd for the Unstoppable cards.
I hate that.
So yeah, if you're planning on maxing all these out to get these chems, make sure you're ditching the cards in plenty of time to get some, because as soon as the next promo comes out, it's gonna be buying those half price.
Yep.
Wow. Any other thoughts on the content schedule, guys?
No, just kudos to EA. There's
We're
a
putting
lot
dates
of
on it.
a lot of content giving us communicating. Communication's key. Like, just keep us posted, and they are. They're doing a good job
Lots
of
of
that.
good stuff this week. It was, I know it's just the Hispanic heritage players and everything like that, but we did get Bills legend Corey Bojorquez. I know it's a punter, but hey, punters matter. I got to quick sell my platinum that I had, so made 40K right
Best
there.
punter in the game, isn't he?
He is now. I mean,
Well, and
always
the chip
is
cards
and
were
always will
good.
be. But
Oh, right. I mean, they're all good and they're free. That
the
you get
stats
them
actually
free.
are really good too. You can max out at least one player today.
Yep.
How long? But there's going to be. It looks like weekly objectives and daily attention.
Yeah,
make sure you're logging in to get those done. But yeah, a lot of good cards coming from that. And I think it was just nice on a rare Tuesday that I had Madden, where usually it's just get your dailies and then however you want to spend your time. Tuesdays are usually a dead day in Madden. And then tomorrow we have Team of the Week, which is always fun, and then Team Builders. So there'll be plenty to do tomorrow, plenty of coins to be made, flipping cards and doing sets. Thursday we're gonna get Unstoppable Part 2, and then Saturday we have our. So yeah, really good full week of content.
To clarify, Wes, the Hispanic heritage that just came out, there's going to be daily objectives. They change obviously every day. That you want to make sure you get on. I think today's like 2 touchdowns with 2 or more of those players in your lineup. So you can just earn those by getting on 4
players or
4 touchdowns.
Okay.
4 touchdowns with at least 2 or more. So you just want to make sure you do that every day. It's super easy. It's part of your daily. Just go that route. You can even make a different roster just for the dailies if you want, where it's not your actual team and go that route.
Gotcha. Animal said something about a lot of good free cards. Look at this.
Yeah.
There it is.
You guys Are you guys
Major
finding
gem,
that
baby.
you're having to spend coins or win auctions or buy packs to get these better cards, or do you agree that like a lot of the best cards in the game are free?
This is the worst year I've ever seen, and that says a lot, to buy packs in the store. I'm at a point now, as a guy who used to do nothing but play the game and never buy packs on stream, to buying a metric shit ton of packs, to now just, you guys have seen my streams. When do you ever see me buying a pack? I'll do like training reroll,
Get a gold.
but you
Mhm.
just, yeah, get a gold's dead.
get
You
a gold
just,
or-
you literally just, you either buy a bundle, or you buy a bundle to get a guaranteed or the card you hope to get, or you're buying a bundle to get coins to just buy the players outright. That's it. It's horrible right now.
Yeah, I think I saw a pack on there. I mentioned it earlier, but it's like 375,000 coins for an 80 and an 82 over, plus, obviously. But it's like, no way, man. Come out of there and you make 70K off of like 3 players and fuck your 300K, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a terrible pack. Who would open that?
Who did it?
I also have
Girl-
like 7 million coins, so I feel
Yeah.
like I can piss away some of it a little bit. Here
Well,
and
how'd you
there.
come
What
out
was
on
your
it?
what was your second question, Wes? I'm sorry.
I think we were talking about 3 players in the game versus.
Okay, I'm gonna get on a soapbox here. So, in all, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Even MCS cards, name a free card in the last 4 years of Madden that was really, really good. Was there cards out there? I'm sure there was. But just off the top of your head right now, name a card that you got for free prior to this year where it was like, man, this card's really good. Because the last card that comes to my mind is Pat Tillman, and you had to grind your ass off to get
Oh
him.
my gosh, that Pat Tillman. That was Madden 20.
It was a hot
right?
minute ago.
Yeah.
There is a lot of really, really good cards in this game this year that you get for free. You got Kyle Hamilton, all team Chems for watching. You didn't have to fucking play the game. You just had to throw a stream on and have volume up.
That's
That's
the
a
best
free
one
one.
ever.
We're gonna get another one here soon. That the next MCS where we're gonna get another free all team chemistry card. They've already announced that. Henry already mentioned that it's all team chems. Yimmy had mentioned earlier, if you just play your solo seasons and you do your runs and you do those things, you'll get 8 weekly
8 a week.
or 8 season tokens.
Mhm.
After you do that for 4 weeks, you get a free champion card. I'm going to go back to champion card. Remind me of Zero Chill for champion cards. You get those for free for just playing the game. You don't have to be that great at it either. I mean, there's some struggle in the run, but you just have to play the game. You get weekly spotlight tokens for doing weekly spotlight things. You can buy packs with fucking training. You can buy it with coins. You can play the game. You can do your dailies. You can do your weeklies. All of those, you can get weekly spotlight tokens for free. And those are top tier cards. Though, and not only that, but they carry over I'm going to go further in saying right now I can get so many of those for free and I'm not cashing them in because when we get to hopefully most feared, there's going to be some good items, but I feel like they'll be relatively inexpensive to get. By the time we get to Zero Chill, they're going to blow our back outs like they do every year of Zero Chill. There's going to be so many goddamn cards in the game, non-LTDs that are really good that can play in your team right now. I'm saving mine until then. I may use them for Harvest, but chances are I'm going to hold for Zero Chill. And when Zero Chill drops, I'm going to have a really good, fun team that I earned by just playing the game for free. Right now, of any Madden that I can think of, I've never seen a Madden where the top end cards can be earned for free. We've mentioned that the seasoned players, you do have to buy the battle pass to really benefit from it, but it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, if you're a 15-year-old child that doesn't have any money and you play Madden, you play MUT, to be honest with you, you probably shouldn't be playing fucking MUT anyway. Start studying for what you want to do in life. But realistically, if you don't have money, you don't have a job, you don't have time to do these things, literally, like, It's what, 1,500 green points? Go mow your fucking neighbor's lawn. It is so good to get seasoned players right now, and they're really, really good. And they go for any theme team you want. You can build. I may even fucking do this. I may have a few beers one night and decide to do it myself. I want to see what my team looks like from free cards, including the season pass, and how good my team would look from free fucking cards. There's never been a year, and they're really good cards for free. You don't have to spend money. Are the LTDs nice and shiny? Yes, they are, but you don't have to do that. I'm off my soapbox. I'm done.
I was say a lot of those free cards, and we can just add this into the discussion. Yummy Animal, get all team chems, which makes them even better.
All team chems.
Yep.
Unheard of.
Yeah. The MCS Kyle Williams, that was definitely a big one. That card's probably going to be
Hamilton?
my lineup
Yeah,
for a little while.
Incredible.
Plays so good right now. I still have some of the season 1 players. Like I said, time in a lot of games.
I'm going to time you out. I'm going to time you out. Remember what you're thinking. I didn't crash, but I don't know if it's possible for you to lean a little bit more into your mic, but for me at least, you're cutting out a lot.
You're cutting out. Hit and miss.
Sorry.
You can start over whenever you're ready. Okay. Maybe don't turn your head. I think sometimes you look to the side and maybe it's Discord, man.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of free cards. The Kyle Hamiltons, probably one of the better ones. I still have some of the rookie premier cards. Season 1 players. I see T. Higgins all the time, and like I said, the Jalen Hurts is getting traded in for Cam Moore. See a lot more cards like that, and then just like a lot of the B&D rewards that you get from I think it was the Game Time. You got that the wide receiver Golden, was it, for Tampa, for the Packers, 87 speed. Like, that's a really good card for free.
That's my guy.
Yeah, just play some challenges, do some solos. So there's there are some good cards that you do have to pay a little bit for, but Swain, you're onto something. I would kind of like to see that. Build yourself a B&D theme team, and just with all the free cards that you get in the, and you could probably put together a team that can
like it, Animal. Yeah, it's the best free to play year. Like, there's just so many usable cards. We've all been talking about all night. All the season pass cards you can get. Do not waste your tickets on boomer bust packs or reloading packs. They are snake oil. They're there to take you from your coins. All those players that you can get in the season pass are incredible for your team, and they get all team 10s.
So we're all in agreement. Don't buy packs, guys.
Yeah.
Except for
really
Yimmy.
Shouldn't be buying packs. And then like even the boomer bust ones. Yeah, they're even.
It's not good odds. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to cover? Swain's got something community related he wanted to cover, but I figure we're about to wrap it up here. So before he gets to that, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, chime in.
I do, just to chime in. So just really quickly, this was a B&D I got for playing solos. This is a team captain for free. This was I traded in tokens early on for Wyatt Teller, worth every penny. That was the weekly spotlight tokens I traded in. This is the only, it's the second time I've done that. This is a free right tackle. This was a T. Higgins that came with the game for free. James Cook I got for weekly spotlight tokens. Those are really good key positions that are playing really well for me. Xavier McKinney was free. Matt Milano was 100% not free. Urlacher plays amazing at.
Could be free.
He could be free. Brian Urlacher was free-ish. Hamilton free. Carlton Davis III free. Jonathan Allen free. And the rookie premieres obviously weren't free. I had to spend some time on it. But point being, how many cards did I just fucking name off? That's a lot. That's a lot of 2, 3, 4, 5, going over to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So over half my roster is free cards that I earned by playing the game without spending a penny other than the team or the season pass that are starters. Over half of my team starters right now are not players I had to spend money on a bundle or on the game. I just throwing it out there. It's incredible.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
And they're good. They're not like Phil. They're good players. Like T. Higgins is my number one receiver. He's better than T.O. Like it's crazy.
Gotcha. If you guys don't have anything else, I'll hand it over to Swain. And
Yeah, I had a really odd experience, and I'm curious to see if Animal and Yimmy want to chime in on this, but I shout out to our friend Raw Dog. He just had shoulder surgery. He's fine. He's bitching like normal in Discord as always. I played my rank games this weekend on Saturday morning. I spent about an hour and a half setting the team up, getting everything ready, and I was almost nervous to get into it. Like nervous I was going to get on a losing streak. Things weren't going to go my well, but it actually went really well, and I'm very proud of the way I played. Going into just before champion, I needed one more win to get into champion. And it was one of those wins where if I got the win, I was in champion no matter what. But if I lost, it may be two more wins. It was one of those weird situations. And Raw Dog's just tell the guy what's going on. Tell the guy what's going on. I'm like, Raw Dog, they don't fucking care, dude. No one's going to give a shit about what I'm doing. That we're playing Madden, we're playing competitive. And then I thought, you know what? I'm the type of person I would probably do that if somebody told me. So right in kickoff, I tell the guy, I go, hey, dude, just so you know, I need this win to get in a champion. So if you're in the mood of quitting, go ahead and do it now. And I said, just so you know you're not going to do it, but my friend's convinced you are. Guy gets on the mic, couldn't have been a nicer human being, was like, dude, I've been there. I've done the grind. I was just out of top 100. One time I made top 100. I just missed out. My buddy went through some serious mental stress getting top 100. He's like, no matter what happens in this game, I got you. And I'm like, dude, I don't want you to necessarily quit, but if you're down for it, I am not going to tell you no. He was good. We were tied just before half, and he ended up getting a score. And to his defense, to what he said, he quit the game. And I was like, you know what? What a cool fucking ending to a stressful ranked season, but some humanity. Like that was really fucking cool. And I watched Yimmy play his games where you need 10 wins. What's the name of it?
Event.
That was just the head-to-head event, the Unstoppable event.
The Unstoppable event where you need 10 wins in a row. They allow you to have one loss, but essentially you need 10 in a row to get Matt Milano. And Yimmy was in his final game. The guy was kind of being toxic in his gameplay anyway, but he sent Yimmy a message, and Yimmy responded saying, dude, this is my 10th win. The guy said, I don't believe you. Yimmy sent him a screenshot of his games, showed that he was 9-1. The guy's response was, you have 5 million coins. You don't need help. More or less, go fuck yourself. And the guy ended up winning. It was down to the last play. Yimmy, he had a pass dropped in the end zone. It was a heartbreaking fashion. And that's kind of the flip side of that. I'm not done, Yimmy. Where it's like I play a really nice guy who recognizes the community feel, the gameplay feel. I like the competitive side of it. A part of me wishes the guy that I played wouldn't have quit, and maybe I would have won it the other way, but I'm glad he did. It was cool. It was kind of like a breath of fresh air. And then fast forward to Yimmy's, where it's the complete opposite. Yimmy does lose a game, unfortunately. This fucking asshole, I'm not going to say his name. I don't even know it anyway, but
I remember it. Yeah.
Not only does he win and rub it in Yimmy's face that he won, it was his first game of his season.
He very clearly said it was his game one.
Yeah, fuck that guy, dude. That's fucking
my soapbox is,
Yep.
you're on the other spectrum. You can't afford to buy the items you need to have 5 million coins. There's no need to be a dick. Shout out to the guy. Shout out to the guy who was cool and understood the assignment. I didn't ask him to quit. I didn't tell him that if he doesn't quit, he's a horrible human being. I just told him, hey, good luck. This is my game. If I get this, I get champion. And the guy was like, dude, I got you. I'm going to quit no matter what if you're that close. Added him to my friends list. He's a nice guy. Kind of created a mini friendship there. But it was like kind of the pay it forward mentality. If I could get into games and give somebody a free win. The moral of the story is, there's some good in this community. Don't be a fucking douchebag. If that guy didn't want Yimmy to win, fuck Yimmy. Go ahead and beat him. Don't send him a fucking picture after, letting him know how much of a douchebag you are. Fuck you, whoever you are, guy. Like that just, Not to
I
end
will-
on a negative note, but fucking hell,
Well,
one
I
good
will
to the
say,
bad.
that I did find out later on that that guy did actually stub his big toe on every single corner of his house later on that day, and also his crops dried up and will never grow again. So, so there is that, so karma
Stepped on
baby. I don't know
Legos and got a
what to
swirly while he was at it.
tell
Went from like
Jeez.
one of those rare cool experiences. Like if you were in stream when I played, I can't remember the guy's name. Steve.
It's
I
fucking
think it was
Steve,
Steve.
man.
Fucking Steve. I've met more great, cool people playing Madden this year that are on the mic than I have in the last 5-7 years combined. Keep that momentum going. You don't have to talk to your opponent, but if you're gonna be a fucking asshole, if you're gonna be a prick on purpose, stay off the fucking microphone. If you got something nice to say, you want to give somebody a compliment. I got on the mic one of those games where I told the guy, "Why are you celebrating? You haven't done shit all game." And then the guy gets on the mic and he's like, dude, like you have a really good team, but like you should have had that pick. And like it was just I had some really cool experiences there. Don't be a douche. Whoever Yimmy's opponent was, you're a fucking douche. Don't be a douche.
Clearly.
Don't be a douche. Well, you guys got anything else before we wrap it up? No? We all good for next Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you all next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. I want to shout out Raw Dog. Hope you have a speedy recovery. I want to shout out Football Number Salad. What is it?
2408513.
Appreciate the question. I encourage
see
you
it.
guys to keep asking questions. We maybe even set up a thread on Twitter where you can submit them, but definitely don't shy away from it. Don't hesitate. Ask all the questions and we'll get you in here.
OG and Bowers, we see you commenting too, boys. We see you.
Yep. So thanks for
Thank you,
watching,
guys.
guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you all. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.